Hey guys, so I'm back with another video. I just want to say first and foremost, thank you guys for loving my last video. But for this video, I'm going to be talking about my favorites from October. And we're calling it October Edits. So yeah, we're going to be talking about my favorites of the month of October. It's already November, practically mid-November, but you know what? Me and consistency and timing, it's just never gonna work out. So we're just gonna make do with what we got. I'm really trying to set the scene, set the tone. So, this is like very much comfortable, like yap session. I got my plushie, I got my Yoda here, my laptop here, because I'm not gonna remember everything. So I need my trusty laptop. And then I also have some tea. And I have it in my cute Slytherin cup. I love it so much. Like, I love this mug so much. It's so cute. Literally says, I don't know if y'all can see. See, it has the house symbol right there. And then it says Slytherin on the back. Yeah. Let's take a sip before we get started. Yeah, that's some good ginger tea, some strong ginger tea. So first, welcome to the new month. It's November.
Child, the ghetto, honey.
New month, new beginnings, and whatever they say. Let's start off with music and concerts. We're gonna talk about my favorite music from October that I was like running through the ground. Okay, first, Woosung's new album, 4444. Love the album, so good. I loved his previous album, which was Moth. I loved Moth, which is his previous album before this one. And I love The Rose, which is the band he's a part of. So I've been like following him for a little bit, and he just recently dropped his newest album, 4444, and love the album. My favorite tracks from that album are Paper Cuts and Before We Die. Moving on, so Tate McRae dropped a song called It's Okay, I'm Okay. And on one side, people were like, oh my gosh, pop princess. On the other side, people were like, okay, what is this? Like, guys, this is not good. Me personally, I love the song. Like, I love that song. I have been running that song to the ground. I love the original single. I love the Madison Square Garden live track, and I even love the slowed down version, like, and the sped up version. Like, I just love the whole song. I don't know what it is, but that song is, and even the dance, like the choreography for the song, love the video. A song that I've been running through the ground is, I'm sure you guys know because it's been everywhere, but APT or Apatı by Rose, I guess it's Rose, by Rose and Bruno Mars. I hope I'm saying it right. It's either Rose because she has an accent, or Rose. But she's from Blackpink, and she dropped her single with Bruno Mars from her upcoming album, and it's called Apatı or like APT, and it's just so catchy and so good. Gracie Abrams, who is phenomenal, love her songs, but I've been really loving I Love You, I'm Sorry, and That's So True. Literally cannot get them out of my mind. Like, they're so good. Moving on to 5678 by Lolo and Girlfriends. I discovered Lolo when I went to see Jaden on tour this summer, and I loved her song I Wish I Was a Robot. Yes, that's the name of the song. I Wish I Was a Robot. And so like I kind of got into her after seeing her open for Jaden, and then recently discovered 5678 by her and Girlfriends, and love that song. Love, love, love it. So literally have been like replaying it all the time. Woods Drowning. It like got a revamp because he recently performed it, because he's in the military right now. But he recently performed it, and that brought like so much more popularity to the song. So it's like been like getting a revamp in terms of like attention, but I love that song so much. It's so good. It's like a rock ballad, and his vocals insane on that song. Like I love that song. Another song I've been running through the ground is Camila Cabello, Godspeed. I know she dropped an album, but I wasn't really like checking for it in a sense. I tend to take a while to listen to albums like after they first drop. She performed at the VMAs, and I ended up like seeing her performance, and I heard Godspeed, was hooked ever since. Like I was like, what is the name of the song? I need this song now. It's so good. Her vocals and the emotion of this, oh my gosh, it's just so good. I also really loved Diet Pepsi by Addison Rae. I love that song. It makes me feel young and free. I don't know, like young, wild, and free. Like that's what it makes me feel like. I love it. The last song on the list is Benin Boys by Rema and Shali Poppy. First of all, his whole album is really good. I have listened to his whole album. I love a lot of songs on there. I literally am obsessed. So that song, yes. That's it for the music. Now, in terms of concerts, I didn't really go to a lot of concerts in October, but I did go to one concert last month. October 27th, I got to see 17. Guys, you don't understand how big of a moment this is. Like, I got to see 17 on tour. I have been waiting to see them for so long and have not been able to until this year. Anyways, I saw them for day 2 in New York City at Belmont Park. It was amazing. They're amazing performers. I saw Hoshi. I saw Hoshi with the horang head. Okay, favorite moments from the concert. Aju Nice encore. That encore is no joke. I was sweating, voice was gone, back was hurting. Like that's no joke. Carrot Time, yes, love that. That was one of my favorite moments because that's when they played. I think that was when they played a lot of the songs that they didn't get to perform live. Another couple favorite moments, the super performance, home performance. Honestly, all of them. Moving on to media. And media is more of like a general name for like subheads underneath that. So I'll go through that. But in terms of TV, some shows that I've been like binge watching or just like have watched is Beauty in Black, the recent show by Tyler Perry. That show is just insane. But like to me, it's pretty good. I mean, like it's messy, but I mean, I was hooked. So then we have Sex in the City. I have never watched Sex in the City. So now I'm like kind of watching it and getting into the lore of Sex in the City and stuff like that. So How to Die Alone on Hulu. That's the show I recently started. And it's pretty good. Like it's funny. And I just feel like I relate. I feel like a lot of us will relate to that show, but I feel like personally I do relate to that show, and at least to the main character a lot. So it's been like kind of a therapeutic show to watch. In terms of movies, I haven't really watched a lot of films actually, and it sucks because I love movies. Just no time, you know. But in terms of like long formatted like videos, I've been recently watching a lot of fashion documentaries. I watched Inside Dior. I watched a documentary on Iris Apfel, and they've been really good. Like just watching like fashion documentaries, I've found them like really fun and interesting. I love fashion, so kind of getting an inside look in like some of the like fashion houses and like stylish people of the world. So yeah. And then as far as films, I rewatched Oppenheimer. I know it is like almost a 3-hour film. I think this is probably like my third time rewatching Oppenheimer, and it's still so good. I just really like Oppenheimer as a film. So yeah. Moving on to anime. I actually have been on like such an anime like ban. I don't want to say ban. I haven't watched anime in so long. I never thought I would go so long without watching anime. But I don't know. I guess I needed a break because I've consumed so much anime, like from growing up on it and just like watching it all the time, that I think I just like, I don't know. I just got to a point where like I didn't watch it as much anymore. And part of that is because Crunchyroll is so damn expensive. Like, damn. And I mean, I used to like watch it like, but like when you get so used to like streaming stuff without ads or things popping up in front of your face, sometimes it's hard to go back to those days. Anyways, I just recently, and this is more of like a November update, I guess, but I just recently got Crunchyroll again. So I've been like getting back into my anime bag. But last month I rewatched Fire Force. In terms of books, I read The Courage to Be Disliked, which is phenomenal. I recommend everyone go read that book. I also read, this is more of a spicier series, but I've been following and reading Black Dagger Brotherhood for a really long time, and I kind of just went through a reread of like the full series. Let me get a sip of tea. Ooh, this is some strong ass tea. And this is like my fourth time rereading the full series back to back. It's really good. The plot is there, guys, even though you know you have your spicy bits. It's so good. I love that series. It's fantasy, which is like my bread and butter. And I don't know. I feel like I've been reading like spicier series, but I feel like spicier series back then, or not even like that long ago, but like really just back then, has been like was really good. Like it had the spicy, but it also had a plot. It also made sense. Like I feel like the books now that lean into that spicy romance drama, it's just like words slapped onto a paper. No disrespect to like the authors and stuff, but I just feel like there was substance. And now there's not really that much. It's more of just like no editing process is done, and they're just putting words on a paper in hopes of like getting a Netflix deal or something. I just feel like this whole like flood of like books being turned into shows and movies has really brought out the people who don't really care for the craft to come out and like slap words onto a paper and throw like some spicy scenes in there and just call it a story in order to get those movie deals and those show deals. And I'm just like, guys, I cannot be going to get books thinking that they're going to be good, and then I bring them home, I read it, and it's like 2 pages in, the main female character is just annoying. She's a bratty girl, and the main guy character thinks that him being an asshole, sorry, is cute. And there's a way to be an asshole and be cute, because I've read romance books that way, but like this is all because I remember when I went to Barnes and Noble one day and I was looking for books to get, and I love fantasy, and I got this book thinking that it was gonna be good, and the blurb sounded good. Went home, read like the first couple pages, and I was like, what is this? This sounds like a TikTok book, but like not any good at all. Like, I mean, it sounds like I don't know, it just was not good at all. Like it sounded like someone who didn't even dedicate themselves to really honing in on their craft and building their craft, um just slapped some words onto a page and threw in like 5 spicy scenes in the span of like 2 seconds. Like what? And so I even tried to continue reading it, hoping it would get good, and no, it was no saving that. So I returned it. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not even gonna continue going down this. I could go on a rant about this. But yeah, anyways, moving on. So besides the Black Dagger Brotherhood series, I just reread a bunch of old books too. I'm also reading this kind of fashion focused book called Worn. It's really a book about like the history of clothing. So it's been interesting. Magazines. So I love print media. I love magazines. So the magazines that I've been loving is Vogue, obviously, fashion style. I mean, I love their October issue with Lady Gaga on the cover, and then I recently got their Billie Eilish November issue, and I'm excited to read that. I also really love reading The Cut, Elle, and Wall Street Journal. I know, Wall Street Journal, what? Isn't that like finance? But I actually do like business journalism, so I've been like reading the Wall Street Journal to kind of like keep up with that. And then also the Wall Street Journal does fashion and arts and lifestyle too, so that's been interesting to like read. Next, moving on, Substack. Love Substack, guys. I really want to start a Substack, but I don't know if I'm there yet. So for now, I've just been reading a lot of different like Substack posts and like Substacks specifically. So I'm just gonna list some of my favorite Substacks. The Molehill by Viv Chen, Chronically Online by Kenyatta Victoria, Milk Fed by Caitlin Richardson, Rant Free by Ion Artan, and Paris Kitobu by Paris Kitobu. Love those Substacks, so please check them out if you guys want to. Then specifically looking at articles, I've read a lot of articles, but two articles that kind of stood out to me that I've read, they're both from Vogue. First is Why Does Demi Moore Wear So Many Primary Colors in the Substance by Viv Chen. I discovered Viv Chen through her Substack, and then she posted how she like got a byline in Vogue. To see she got a byline in Vogue was so cool. So I went to check the article out, and it was just so good. Her storytelling is amazing. So I really love that article where she talks about like how colors kind of tell the story for the film The Substance. The way she opens the article is so good. So yeah, check that out if you guys want to. The next article, it's We've Learned Not to Tether Our Self-Worth to Misconceptions on Anti-Haitian Bias and Her Deeply Personal New Play. This is an op-ed, like an opinion piece by Dominique Moroso. And so she's Haitian American, and she talks about her culture. She talks about her family being from Haiti. She talks about that experience of being Haitian American, being in a country that's like very divisive and dealing with xenophobia and all that stuff. And I'm Haitian. I'm first gen. My parents are from Haiti. So reading her piece was very like relatable and just very personal, and I just really enjoyed how she told her story. She's a playwright and a screenwriter, and she actually wrote a play about her Haitian culture and about Haiti based on a trip I believe she took with her father. But yeah, like she just really gets into like growing up Haitian in America and just like dealing with a lot of different things. It was a really good piece, and I just really enjoyed it. And I just loved the message. Overall message from the piece was just like platforming and highlighting like Haitian voices, which I feel like needs to be done so much more. Haitian people are so creative. Our culture is so beautiful and deep and intricate and detailed and just so has so much depth. So I just appreciated reading a piece about Haitian culture from a Haitian woman. So, yeah, anyways, moving on to creatives, artists, art that I've been loving. Some of my favorite artists that I've been following is Aya Takano, Yoshitomo Nara, and Emma Orphan. Really love each person's creativity and art and their artistic like expression. And I actually have some Yoshitomo Nara like DIY stickers on my laptop. I don't know if y'all can see. In my previous video, I showed the two new stickers, but yeah, I added those to my laptop. Anyways, moving on to fashion, outfits, and beauty. So I recently got these Grinch slippers from TJ Maxx, and I am loving them. Like, I wear them all around the house. They're my house slippers. They're just so cute. My wool scarf keeps me warm. Got it from Macy's a couple years ago, and it's such good quality. I love it. It's not itchy at all, keeps me warm, and I've like worn it in different styles and like wrapped around my head or wrapped around my neck. So, yeah, love it. My red knit sweater. I think a couple videos ago when I went thrifting and I went to a sample sale in New York City over the summer, That's where I show you guys that knit sweater. It's so cute, it's so warm, it's so soft. I love that sweater. Well, a designer I've been really loving is Issey Miyake. I've been really kind of like getting into their philosophy. And then in terms of like people that I've like fashion people that I've been really loving, Sierra Reynes on Instagram and Abigail Masters on Instagram. Then moving on, so some choreography that I've been really liking a lot is Sad Song P1 Harmony. That choreo, love it. Yeah, that song. It's Okay I'm Okay, Tate McRae. That choreo, really love. I think Sean Bankhead made that choreo. I saw Sean Liu like do choreo and I really loved his. And then that also goes to my next point. Anything Sean Liu, love how he dances, love his dance style. And then I really love the dance to Walk It by NCT 127. The next final category, guys, I'm gonna do reflections for October. I wrote some like reflections down. Time is everything. Spend time on the things you love and enjoy. Another piece is the journey is a process, not a straight shoot. Enjoy every step. That is something I really needed to get through my head in October. So the next thing I really needed to live by in October was shed expectations. Live this life how you want to. Living for anything else is sad and depressing, and it's not a life to live at all. And then the last piece of reflection that I have for the month of October is don't let people take advantage of you. That's a word. Finally, I know you guys want me to end this long yap session. I'm sorry. Then finally, more fashion and more fun, more me. And that is the final thing, guys. I'm finally ending my yap session. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys liked my favorites of the October month. Let me know what you guys think. I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for sticking through the end. Bye.